Hello everybody. I was reading the Bible last night, the Gospel of Luke, and there's a story, you will probably know it well, of how one day a man came to Jesus, and there had been some dispute between this man and his brother regarding an inheritance. And the guy says to Jesus, Master, tell my brother to share the inheritance properly. And Jesus said, that's not my job, really. And then he went on to warn those standing around them, that we must be careful of greed and covetousness. And then he tells a story. He tells the story of a rich man who had many fields and huge barns. And one particular year, he had a bumper crop, a huge crop, better than he'd ever known before. And he looks at this crop as it is about to be brought in. He says, my barns can't hold all this food. And so he gives the instructions. He says, I must tear down my barns and I must build bigger ones. And then once I have all this stuff in my barns, I will sit back and I will say, be at rest, be at peace, the future belongs to you. And then Jesus says, but God said to him, to this rich man, you fool, tonight your soul will be required of you, and who will get all this that you have built for yourself? Now that's the story of Jesus. He says this is what it is with those who live only for themselves and who are not rich towards God. I remember as a younger man being told this by an older man, a wiser man. He said, James, as you get older, remember the shortness of time and the vastness of eternity. By implication, he was saying, James, you have a soul that belongs to God. Serve him in these years that he has given to you. Give your all for him. But remember, in comparison with the length of eternity and the vastness of eternity, this life is very brief. The shortness of time and the vastness of eternity. And that says to me, as hopefully it will say to us all, that we must live in such a way, not putting all our eggs into one basket. It's not about us in the final analysis. It's about others, and it is about God. So put your trust and hope and faith in him, for this life and the next. God be with you.